On today's episode, we've got email special, and we've had an email from a listener who may have committed the biggest golf crime ever.
Oh, yes, and we have a story involving a hole-in-one. Will it be from me? Will it be from him?
No.
Or will it be from someone? Well, we'll find out.
Someone else. Well, looky what we got here. We only got ourselves another episode of Golf is Ruining My Life. Hello, I am what's left of Tom Price, and this is Tom Green.
Oh, I'm so glad we've referenced what's going on here, because Tom is not well. Really and by not well, I mean not like a little tickly cough or a little cold, as in chronic.
as in the slow off-ramp to mortality awaits. Yeah, I'm on not enough painkillers. I've got an incredibly painful, and I'm going to say it because I'm a big fan of TMI. I've got a cyst situation happening.
Oh God,
I'm so sad, and it means that the worst thing of all, I've got so right now my kids are playing junior week at Littlestone, which is one of my golf courses that I'm a member of, and I love it. I love it dearly down there.
That sounds lovely.
I know.
That sounds like a really nice thing to do as a junior. That sounds like a lovely moment to make some great memories.
They are making great memories. They are having the best time. It's amazing. Every day they get lessons from the pro down there is James. Nick is teaching them at the moment. Nick is a fabulous teacher. My kids have had lessons with 3 or 4 different guys now. And Nick down at Littlestone has been very, very good.
Oh,
hello. Yeah, really good.
Flipping brilliant.
Flipping ace. So they're playing all sorts of cups and having a week of that, and I'm hobbling around with this awful situation. And I want to play on Friday because they do foursomes on Friday, you know, the alternate shots thing, and I wanted to play with my boy, and I'm sad because it's now Wednesday we're recording this, and it's looking like I'm not going to be able to do it. But
oh no.
And there's nothing worse, and I've talked about this before, there's nothing worse than when you have an injury, especially one like this that has sort of insipidly crept up on me, and you can't play golf. It's very, very, very sad. So welcome to Sad Gurmal.
But don't worry, Tom, because what you can do is live vicariously through everyone else's golf on what is now my favourite thing we've ever done.
Oh my!
If I'm honest,
Me too.
I'm gonna open up and say this is. I didn't know about Discord. Katie and Jack who work on the team were like, we got to do this. I was like, I don't know what it is. Really, what is this? And it's now my favourite thing we've ever done, guys. You got to get into the Discord. We're going to add it to our link tree, so you can go click in the description. We'll put a link in the description of this video and this podcast anyway, so you can just go right there.
Can I just say, Tom, a lot of people, and this isn't an age thing, because my nephew Finn, who's like 27 or something, didn't know what Discord was. And the phrase, we're going to put our Discord on our link tree, if you'd said that to me, I'm going to say 3 days ago, I'd have probably punched you in the face thinking you were saying something filthy. So, to be clear, all you got to do is click on this link. You download the app. It's called Discord, and it is WhatsApp with whistles and bells, right? And if you use our link, once you've downloaded Discord, use our link, and you join our Discord, and it is it's just a forum, basically, in a neat app form.
It's literally all it is.
And it is so nice, and the atmosphere on there is great. What I love about it, Tom, is that every now and again, if I'm, for example, in pain, I can just go, do you know, I'm going to go and see what's going on Discord. And there's, at the moment, about 15 messages about shoes, about golf shoes.
Yep. Yeah, loads of people just chat about shoes. And it's nice because stuff that, like, I couldn't be bothered posting on our socials and you've got to make it look right and whatever. I just stick it in the Discord.
Yeah.
I had an Eagle put yesterday, Tom. I just thought, do you know who's going to love this?
Yeah.
The Discord lot.
Yeah.
Stuck it on the Discord. People went wild for it. It's absolutely brilliant. You've got to go and join it. Everyone's doing members' guest rates on there and passing around course recommendations. And it is like the best golf AI you could ever have.
Yeah, it's really, really good. We've got Par Pals. I'm thinking Discord dudes. I'm just going to put that out there, and I apologise in advance. I think Discord dudes could work. And if you want to be a Discord dude, and also, I don't want to, put too much pressure on you, but there might be a new bit of merch on the way at some stage, and there's a very, very solid chance that we might release that merch initially on the Discord, and there aren't going to be many of the merch available. So if you want to get in on the merch thing, jump on the Discord now. And Tom and I spend far too much time on there. Like, every other comment is us saying sarcastic comments.
And the merch is fun. We've had a lot of fun designing this merch. We enjoyed the hoodies, but what we're about to drop is really cool, really exciting.
Yes. We love it.
Go and check it out on the Discord and come and chat with us. It's really, really fun. Tom, my rich vein of form has come to an end. Rich vein of form.
Oh dear. What's sorry, I should have sounded more genuine there.
Come on, don't sound so happy with it. Don't sound so smug with your
listen,
dear.
You at least you don't have a throbbing lower back. No, I would say that there's a Michael McIntyre. You didn't expect me to go there, did you? Michael McIntyre.
Here we go.
When he wrote his autobiography. By the way, there's a great side note story about Michael McIntyre when he wasn't that famous at the time, but he'd written a brilliant book about his struggles to get to stand up, and he went for a meeting with Tesco to see if they were going to distribute the book, because if they distributed the book it would go massive, which it obviously did. And he met two people from Tesco, and one was a taller chap and one was a smaller guy, and quick as a flash McIntyre said, "You must be Tesco Metro and you must be Tesco Extra," and
that'll do.
They laughed. That was it. The meeting was pretty much over, and McIntyre then got his book in every single Tesco, and the rest is history. Anyway, when he made that book, he talked about...
I can't wait to see... How on earth are you going to bring back to the rich vein of fun? But here we go. We're on this journey together, everyone. Strap in.
He talks in the book about, towards the end of the book, all the bad stuff has happened, and then it's like, and then I played Wembley, and then I became very famous and got my own BBC One show, and then he sort of goes, but you don't want to hear about that, because who wants to read a memoir about good things happening? No one really enjoys that.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to know about your pain.
Okay.
So using that incredibly long tangent, I am far more interested in the end of the rich vein of form. Not because I want you to play badly. I want you to play as well as possible, as quickly as possible. I just take schadenfreude from other people's pain.
I think what it is a portion of this game, and we just have to accept it. A portion of this game is just luck. And sometimes you just don't get the luck. You just find the bunkers. You just don't quite get it going. You just find the rough when you shouldn't. And I'm just in a little bit of that at the moment. I don't think I'm striking the ball much worse, but going from... There was a handful of rounds a few weeks ago where every drive was little baby fade, right down the middle of the fairway, 8 iron in, 2 putt. It was the easiest game.
The driving really unlocked you, didn't it? The driving was so important. Has that gone away then?
A little bit, yeah. So I got to the point where I had a driver feel that no matter how much I pushed it and how much I sort of took it to its nth degree, all it would ever do is give me a straight ball or a little fade. Yeah. That was all I could do. Little fade or a straight ball. Perfectly playable. So absolutely good. Brilliant. Yeah, started down the left-hand side. You're either going to be down the left-hand side or in the middle of the fairway. It couldn't have been better. And then what happened is what I was told was going to happen, which is that feeling will then start to draw the ball, and then I started hooking the ball, and then I had a two-way miss.
Oh, hang on. You were warned that might happen?
Yeah, because everything I'm doing, everything in my driver, in my G440, which, by the way, best driver I've ever owned. Genuinely, best woods. We know how I feel about it.
No, I completely agree with you.
Everything is set up to try and make me draw the ball. It is in the most draw setting you can have. I'm trying to close the face a little bit. I'm trying to keep the path on a way that would encourage a draw. And doing all this stuff, what it gave me was a really manageable fade. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. But all of a sudden, some of it starts to click into place, and then you start getting a draw. And then I find myself in the world where I can hit a draw sometimes, and then I can hit a fade sometimes, and then that is totally unplayable.
Yeah, that is... Because there's nothing worse. The cone, which I love, when you know pretty certainly, let's say 80%, 70%, your ball is going to go within that cone. When you're in that place... That is when it's score o'clock. And I think that you get in that place very rarely for me, where I'm properly going. Every shot, I'm like, no, I know exactly what the shape is going to be. And when you are there, it's absolutely incredible. So here's my take on the driver thing. I always think about, excuse me, I always think about the sixth at our place, or your old place, where there's space out to the right for the first time. And as a result of that...
Oh, par 5?
Yeah.
Par 5 downhill?
There you are. And as a result of that,
Yeah.
I always hit a really nice drive on that hole dead straight because I know there's space on the right, so I don't need to worry about the right. The cruelty of the slice, of driving especially, is that the very act of trying to control it and making sure it doesn't go off to the right is the thing that makes you hit it right. The way to hit the driver, especially the driver, is to let it rip, is to loosen, is to throw the club through the ball. The problem is, the closer we get to that precipice of whether it's a slice or, in fact, a massive hook, the closer we are, the more we hold on to things. We get too wristy. We start to try and compress it too much. And that's the problem. So the problem with driver is you just need to have that round where you go, I don't care anymore, and then it'll come back.
See, for the first time in Gurulm history, Tom, I'm going to disagree with everything you just said.
I love that. I'm here for that.
I'm going to disagree.
Fine.
Because
Glad I've got the painkillers because that hurt.
Let me tell you why. Because when I let go and go for it with driver, all the little bits that I need to stop it slicing come into play. So I end up being a bit of... My friend Nick Cunningham, who's a pro on the Sunshine Tour over in South Africa, played with him at Woburn the other day. He described my old golf swing as like watching a wood chopper chop wood. Was it a compliment?
No.
Sort of like, throwing everything down at it, right? Like, oh God, right?
Yeah. A lumberjack.
And that is me letting go. That is me going for it. That's no risk. That's just like, oh, bloody hell. And absolutely trying to wallop it. And when that happens, I hit this huge slice. What I have to do is sort of find this lovely middle ground of not allowing the wrists to fall over and open the face, but holding the wrists off and trying to control it. Control it with force.
Oh, control it with force. I suppose the thing that I'm thinking, but this is a perfect example of where one person's golf advice that works for me is the exact opposite. Because my problem, my problem is not my body movement. My problem is I do cast it, so I guess I lumberjack it a bit. But when I'm trying to control it, I still come around the body. I'm too late on the wrist because I hold the wrists off. So what works for me is relaxing the wrists. It's a wrists thing for me. Is what I mean. And then that's when you throw the club at the ball. So is that why you had the bad round the other day? Was it just a driving thing or bad luck as well?
Just driving thing. That has been my biggest change in this sport. And I know everyone talks about getting better by doing chipping and putting, and that's probably true. But getting driver back in the bag and just being in the middle of the fairway and giving myself approach shots that are easy made the whole game easy.
Wonderful.
You know, when you're out of place, when you've got 160 yards and you're actually in the rough as opposed to the fairway, all these shots just become so much more difficult.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just drives a little bit all over the place. But then I played yesterday and it was so slow. I had to jump onto the back nine after about 5 holes on the front nine.
Correct
yesterday.
thing to do. Did anyone tell you off?
Yeah. No. It's chilled. The back nine was completely clear.
Yeah.
I was behind 3 ball in buggies that were all over the place, and in front of them a 4 ball of older guys who were not playing fast. So I just jumped on the back nine. But I would have shot like I played to my handicap. I would have shot like an 83, 82.
Oh, well, that's better. That's much better. I wonder.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just thinking about that moment where you go, oh, this is ridiculous. I'm going to move. I'm going to go and play on the back nine, especially when you're by yourself. And you always have this feeling that you're going to get told off. And I wonder if anyone else relates to this. That feeling when you're doing stuff on the golf course, you're moving around, you're just trying to, you're playing by yourself, you're playing a practice round, maybe you've got headphones in because you just want to chill out, whatever. And the feeling that you're going to get told off. I wonder how many other people have that feeling that you're going to get told off on the golf course. Because we're getting a lot of emails at the moment. Maybe it's the time of year. Maybe because it's been hot and people have been grouchy and slow players have got even slower. But I've never seen so many emails, and we're going to do email corner in a minute, but I've never seen so many emails about petty, stupid arguments from people being unreasonable on the golf course.
Yeah. Is it that time of year? Are we all just getting a little bit sad with our golf? Are we all just not playing how we want to and just take it out? But also, maybe it's just me, but I can't see a world where I would ever cause an argument on the golf club, on the golf course and say anything. I don't foresee that situation. Even if someone hit into me, I just don't believe anyone is standing behind a golf ball and going, do you know what? I'm going to hit the ball at these people. I just don't. Maybe that's just me. I'm not that guy.
I have seen you on one occasion, which we absolutely won't be sharing where it was. But if you ever meet us in person, we'll happily tell you. On one occasion, the angriest I've ever seen you, and you were magnificent when you said the things you said and gave the frank feedback in the most. Because if that was me, and it was me, and I made a choice to step back and not get involved because I
was this in the car park?
This
the car park time.
This is in the car park.
Oh, I know the car park.
And I would have started an argument. I would have listed off the things they did and explained why they were being. And I probably would have used a naughty word, and I would have regretted it afterwards. But they needed to know. They absolutely needed to know. And you played a blinder, and that is the way to do it. I think part of it as well is there's a lot of competitions in full flow at the moment. So a lot of people are doing that ridiculous thing where they say we're in a competition, you can't come through, which is if you're playing slowly, you're playing slowly, mate. And unless there's a massive competition all the way ahead, and there's no point in going through because you're going to just fall into more. If there is a competition and there's two people playing and they're playing so slowly that you can go through, and you're not doing a card, just bomb through. That's what I do. Just skip the hole and and go and play the next hole. It's people get so angry about that. It's mad.
Yeah, so I jumped onto the back nine yesterday, and it was clear. I was just in this little huddle of golf around 4, 5, and 6 that was really slow, and it was going to be slow all day. And I wasn't putting a card in. I was just doing a practice round. So I thought, do you know what? I'll jump on the back nine, and then didn't wait on a shot.
Oh, that's the nicest feeling.
Just flew in. I want to bring up a really small etiquette.
Hang on, Tom.
Issue.
I've got some etiquette we need to discuss.
Oh, is it products?
It's the etiquette of products. You cannot possibly have a golf pod without us earning our £6.30 from all of you listening to adverts. Come on, here are some products.
And then we got to do emails after this.
Yes,
we're too busy again.
Emails and etiquette. Right, stand by. Hello, welcome back to Golf Was Ruining My Life. Emails on the way. Etiquette point, Tom Green?
I had a 7:30 tee time on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
My mate who I was playing with, really good friend of mine, turned up half an hour late.
Did you just start? You start and he joins you on the 3rd or 4th or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's what I should have. It was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. So what I did. Oh God, guys, you can see how stressed I am because
I hate that.
Porters Park, which is where I'm a member, is a proper golf course, right? That's what I mean. It's not snooty.
It's
not.
It's a proper. It's
a proper, but it's a proper golf course, right?
Agreed.
Everyone there has paid good money to play, and they want to everyone takes the golf quite seriously, and it's proper, and that's why I love it. That's why it's the happiest I've ever been as a member, right?
Yeah.
So 7:30 is the tee, right? We've got 7:30, 7:40, 7:50, 3 tee times, and then 8 tee times of the scratch matches.
No. Oh, God.
Right?
Oh, no.
Right?
Not scratch matches.
I'm on the 7th, and he's texting me, and he's running late, and he's been out the night before. I knew it was an issue, because when I got to the golf club, his last online seen online on WhatsApp was 3 a.m. It's just a shock.
Yeah,
it's just a disaster.
I love it when you see that on WhatsApp.
Absolute disaster. So I let the 7:40 go out in my 7:30. I then let the 7:50 go out in my 7:40. And he turned up at about 5 to 8.
Oh, Lord above. No. Oh.
At this point, there's about 5, or the whole scratch team's there going, are you going to tee off? Or he's going to be here in a minute. He's going to be. I'm so sorry. He's going to. And I felt like such a goober.
I would have said a potential solution straight off the bat would be hire a buggy.
Yeah.
So that
I thought about it, but I didn't want to pay the money. I'm tight.
Of course, of course, mate. Yeah, of course.
Come on.
I would have been hire a buggy and charge it back to him, because then he jumps in. The first hole you do, who cares? Like, unless you've got a card planned, you just get out their way, because you cannot let that first scratch match through, because then that's it. You're done. You're scuppered.
No, you can't. You absolutely can't. You absolutely can't. It was just a bit of a disaster, and it's that sort of thing of. There's a moment, isn't there, when you've got your more casual golfing friends and then your more serious golfing friends, and there's a moment where those two things mix. And like, I know he would just be like, "Oh mate, what does it matter? It doesn't matter. We got out there, But I just spent the first 5 holes really stressed and being like, "Oh, do you know what I mean?" It's you can't turn up half an hour late to a tee time, right? But you can if you're a once a month golfer and you're just rolling up to like a pay and play I think you just do what you want, right?
Yeah.
They'll get you out there.
I think you need to get new friends. Okay, fine. Look, it's time to do Email Corner. Our favourite one is going to win 50 pence to spend at Golf Bidder. We're going to start with Joe. Hello to Joe,
Hey, Joe
Woods. Great golfing name. Tiger's cousin. Hi, Toms. Loving the pod. I've been listening to the full back catalogue of episodes. Can we not talk about my back, please? Can we not bring it back?
Oh, yeah. You certainly don't want to see it at the moment.
Oh, photos available on request. Get on the Discord. I've been listening on my drives to and from work. It's making my commute much better. We love. I cannot tell you how happy that makes me. Now, I'm emailing in firstly as a recent trip to the driving range resulted in massive improvements, which I'm giving you credit for. Yes. I took advice from the pod about slowing down the swing and turning your shoulders more. Yes, of course. Okay. This has resulted in a massive gain in my driving. I was struggling with the dreaded slice and occasionally out of the blue duck hook that had a pitiful carry of around 210. What I did at the range was spectacular. I was hitting straight drives with around 240 and the longest going a total of 266. I was walking on air.
Huge.
Which leads me to the second reason for emailing in. I went home excited and giddy and immediately showed my wife the improvement. And he's got a photograph he's taken out of the track man. Passionately talking about how I managed to do this. Frankly, she didn't care, giving me a bored look and responses of, oh, great, and lovely. So I've come to you as golf geeks who will 100% understand my jubilation. I've attached a photo of the top tracer screen as proof of this improvement. Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable.
They all look pretty straight as well. Like, that dispersion's really nice, Joe.
Look at
That's
that
really,
ball
really good.
Speed,
And
150 ball speed that's sexy.
240 to 270 down the middle of the fairway. That will unlock such a rich vein of form in your golf.
Vein of form. Joe, we love that, and we are always here for you to be your, and I'm going to say it, spare wife, because that, other halves who aren't interested in golf, they're a problem.
Pointless. Don't say pointless, but don't say pointless. But like,
I do think that at some stage we need you all to send us message, like either some contact details for your other halves around Christmas time, so that your other halves can come to the pod and we'll do an episode where we just list off people and what they want for Christmas. Don't you think? So
okay, right.
If Joe says, right, my other half is Sarah. So we go, oh, right, message for Sarah. It's new gloves and a towel. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on. Do you know what I mean? I think that would be a real service.
Yeah. Over to Elliot saying, Dear Toms, over the last year, I've come back to golf in my mid-30s, having only consistently played as a junior. Mm-hmm. This summer, I've constantly felt on the verge of cracking the code to playing brilliantly, but always seem to blow up, so continue to languish around a 28 handicap. Well, one evening this week, everything changed. Oh. I'd had a terrible day at work dealing with some very challenging emotional situations. Okay. And was over an hour later to play nine holes with a friend at our golf club.
I think it's fine when people are late, Tom, don't you? I think it's okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah. And by the way, I think that's fine. I still had stress and adrenaline running through me when I stepped on the tee, but I was also excited as we had decided we would have a laugh and see how low we could go as a scramble. Bit of fun.
Good.
It was going well, and I was swinging the club cleanly as I stood over the ball on the par 3 third hole. It was a front pin at 140 yards, and the moment my ball left the club, I knew it was going to be good. Also, 140, perfect par 3 length, we all know that. Mm-hmm. It pitched short of the green and rolled into the pin with a thud for my first hole in one.
Elliot!
Yes,
Elliot,
okay.
Oh.
I was on another planet with elation and proceeded to play the best golf of my life for the rest of the round. My mate was perhaps a bit put out as he became the support act in our journey to a 1 over 9 holes.
Amazing.
I have played since and it wasn't the same level of performance, but I now stand over the ball with all the confidence in the world. So I just wanted to say to all those high handicappers out there, it can happen at any time, regardless of how good you are. So have confidence and believe. The golf gods are watching. I've never known what NB means.
No, I'm not. Well, NB.
It just means like hit here's a little bit more.
Elliot, I don't want to criticise you, but I do have an English degree, and that is an incorrect use of NB. But that's fine. P.S. I would potentially say. But don't worry about it, Elliot. I'm not judging you. You got a hole in one, mate.
It's fine. Don't worry about him, mate. He always does this. P.S. Love the pod. Is it Morocco?
Good.
P.S. Picture for evidence. We don't have many Is it Moroccos anymore, so good for that to come back. All the best, Elliot. Great photo, Elliot.
Yes. Oh my God, Elliot. If that photograph is not your screensaver on your phone, ahead of any wife, kids, family, whatever, that has to be there. That is a wonderful thing. Oh, I love it. Well done, Elliot. Congratulations, mate. That's brilliant.
Massive.
Hello to Nathan. Love the show. I wanted to bring to light a curse that I have been struck with. I was at the driving range the other day and was hitting the ball very well, uncharacteristically well, for a golfer off 25. And then it happened. The compliment curse. I hit a very well-struck driver as another range user walked past the bay. As he went past, he exclaimed, "Wow, great shot." Oh no. This is
Don't
why...
look at it. Don't look at the sun. Don't look at the sun.
We can't have Daddy validate us. It pulls it all apart. The reason we're playing golf is to make Daddy love us. Ecstatic with the recognition of my sudden increase in skill and my pro tour dream now alive, I teed up another, topped it 50 yards. The next 10 to 15 balls were horrendous. Pro tour dreams crushed as quickly as they were formed. Haven't been to the range since.
Oh no!
Thank you, Nathan.
You gotta go back.
I just like the idea that guy who gave the curse is like some sort of character from Harry Potter who just appears and then like a golf Voldemort just comes along and goes.
Yeah. I sort of see him more as one of those sort of comical jesters with one of those like big puffy pants and a little flute, and he pops and goes little compliment, and then off he goes and disappears.
Played by Noel Fielding. Yeah, that's him.
Yes, that's how it's Noel Fielding. Yeah, it's whimsical.
Yeah.
It's whimsical, but it will screw you. Well done, Nathan. Ali, we show regular Ali, so thank you, Ali, saying dearest the Toms. Last Friday, 1st of August, I was lucky enough to play the new course. I never know how to say this. I want to say Cabot, but it can't be, can it? Caboot?
Yeah, Cabot, Cabo. I don't know, man.
I know the course because I've seen it promoted in loads of places, but I never know how to say it. So Cabot, Caboot, Highlands, whatever. Old Petty on their first opening day for preview rounds. Whoa, get you, Ali.
Nice. In the golfing elite,
the course.
All right.
Very nice. The course doesn't open fully until next year. I played in a 4-ball and shot a round of 82.
Very good.
11 over.
Very good.
I shot the best round of my group and the best, and to the best of my knowledge, I currently have the course record.
That is so cool. That is
such a cool email. Do I feel superior to all other golfers? Yes, I do.
Course.
Will this change me as a person? Yes. Below are a selection of pictures of the day. Courses well played out with some spectacular views and undulating greens. All the best, Ali, course record holder.
I would demand that goes on a board as soon as possible. Surely.
Oh wow, the photos look so good.
Oh, it looks absolutely insane. Hang on. Look at that one. There's one with like a castle. There's a tee, and you're basically playing into a castle. I hope they've got some iron girders over those windows because they're going to get peppered.
That looks amazing. It also looks like you're gaming is that a lab putter? It looks like the Mez. Might be wrong. Anyway, well done, Ali. That's very cool. Course record holder. Unbelievable.
Very nice. We've got time for one more. Callum Jones. Am I an A? H. I want your opinion on whether or not I'm a bum. For my actions on the course earlier this week, my course runs a Wednesday medal over the summer, which my friend and I try to play in every week. If you win your division in one of these medals, you qualify for the medal final, played on finals day at the club at the end of the season. God, I love the intense logistics. Suddenly I feel like I'm at a meeting. We have played in 12 of the 16 Wednesday medals and had both yet to qualify for the medal final despite countless second and third place finishes. It's a cruel game, Callum. This week was the final Wednesday medal. The pressure's on, and therefore our final chance to get into the medal final. My other friend, who hasn't played in any of these Wednesday medals, decided to join us for the final one. I was playing pretty well. I know what's coming. A couple under my 13 handicap, and knew I would be in with a shout of qualifying in the last gasp. The only thing was my friend who hadn't played in a Wednesday medal before, he's off 15, putting us in the same division, was also on a good score, and by the 13th hole, I was conscious we were tied.
Okay.
I couldn't bear the thought of him qualifying. on the first attempt when I'd spent all season trying and failing to qualify.
Okay.
So on the 14th tee, I uttered a line that should never be said to anyone on a golf course ever. The worst words you can say to another golfer. This
is Noel Fielding coming.
This is how you destroy a golfer. You could win this, by the way. Like a medieval thing.
And off he trots down.
And then suddenly there's a puff of cloud and he's gone. You just hear the jingle of the bells on his hat. My friend is notorious for having head losses on the course. So lo and behold, it happened. He bogeyed 14.
Oh.
He made 3 consecutive double bogeys. 15 to 17. And, oh my God, Callum, he made a 9 on the 18th. Meanwhile, I played some of the best golf of my life. Came in with a gross 82, 3 under, and won my division. Should I be ashamed of my backhanded tactics to win the medal and qualify for the final, or is my do anything to win approach justified in this case? It's not your fault that he fell apart. I mean, it is literally your fault he fell apart.
It's literally your fault. You summoned the jester.
That is it now. From now on, we need to get Greensleeves on a penny whistle, and that has now become the theme tune of I'm doing well and it's about to fall apart. That's fantastic.
Callum, I think now, how do I feel about this? It's a bit Nick Kyrgios, isn't it, really, to use a tennis example? I don't really do any other sports other than golf, but I quite like, I do like a bit of tennis, and I find Nick Kyrgios an interesting character. Anything to win. Is it in, and then they say, it's not in the sort of spirit of the sport, but what is the spirit of the sport? You got to do everything you can to win, but I don't think it's good friend behaviour.
It's terrible behaviour, but I love it. Also, fair play to you, Callum, for kind of acknowledging it and describing it. It's a very funny story. But he got a 9. He went from 13 over and he suddenly gets a 9 out of nowhere. But I do think that also, I would say, if you want to be in the final of the medals, and especially if you've not done it every week, you have to be good enough to deal with the light pressure of being that close to winning it. So I don't think you've done anything too wrong. I think it's very funny. Callum, thank you. We're running out of time. I'm going to suggest we give the £50 golf bidder voucher to Elliot for getting a hole-in-one. I liked that message a lot.
We can't give it to Callum because we can't endorse I don't
that.
have kids, but you can't endorse bad behaviour, right, Tom? You know this. You can't say what you've done there's wrong but funny, so I'll compliment you. We can't do that.
Yeah.
So no, is it with Elliot Boyd from the hole-in-one?
Elliot Boyd, congratulations on your hole-in-one. And don't forget, as we finish today's episode, get on our Discord right now, and I will be sending pictures of my back cyst.
Oh dear! If you want to see a hole-in-one, that works, doesn't it? There's something there that actually works. That's quite good.
Oh.
Don't try top it, Tom. That's the funny.
No,
I've done the funny.
Yeah, walk away,
Let me have it.
I'm going to say to you, I'm going to get you really pumped up and really ready for your first stand-up gig. And just before you go on stage, I'm going to say, I can't wait to see you online with the Apollo.